Now at 6, the mayor of Pittsburgh gives high marks for the state of the city and its future. Plus, the city of Joplin gets ready to raise the curtain on a new community movie theater, and the Creative Learning Alliance gets a financial boost from a Joplin utility.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Pittsburgh mayor says the city is strong and growing in the annual State of the City address. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. Mayor Stu Hite gave Pittsburgh residents insights into the city's progress during today's address at Memorial Auditorium. The mayor cited a number of new developments in the city. Those include the launch of the city trash collection program, expansion of Pitt Plastics, completion of the downtown redevelopment plan, the start of a new housing needs plan, and a new wastewater treatment plant.
Constantly, looking and evaluating and looking at new ways to invest in our infrastructure. We're going to be putting out bids soon for our new $50 million wastewater treatment plant. That's a huge commitment, obviously financially, but also it's a reinvestment into our future and our kids' futures.
The mayor also highlighted new health care facilities, including recent developments with Mercy Pittsburgh. Royale Cinema Lounge in Joplin will soon be open to the community. The new owners are taking over the old Bookhouse Cinema location. KOAM's Melissa Alexis has more.
We want it to be a space that this city feels safe when they're here.
Nathan Hurley, co-owner of Royale Cinema Lounge, looks forward to bringing both an indoor and outdoor cinema to Joplin.
We're hoping to play movies people have missed, whether it's independent films from a few months ago or a movie from the 70s that you maybe never heard of, or like a movie that you feel like you should watch that's not in theaters, like A Space Odyssey or The Shining.
Late night space here in Joplin that isn't necessarily a bar.
Royale Cinema Lounge replaces Bookhouse Cinema, but like Bookhouse, they plan to continue showing independent movies and classical films.
We really want to carry the heart of what they had, which was like a heart for film, and we want there to be a movie for everybody.
Be like the significant third space it was, carry on that and even broaden it.
They will also have a lounge space where people can choose from a selection of movies to watch on a VCR.
If you don't want to watch what we have on the big screen, we want to have the option to put in whatever you want on that side.
They plan to show a different genre of movie each day of the week.
There would be a movie for everybody, so it'll be kind of like a community oriented. Like if you show up here and tell me you want to watch a movie, I can probably make it happen, if not that day, but soon.
And soon they plan to open. Their goal is by December. Reporting in Joplin, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
That space will also be available for people to rent. Well, we've been enjoying some nice weather lately, and again today, let's check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney.
We have been enjoying a really great day today. However, it does come to an end. Clouds are going to start to increase tonight, and winds are still gusting up to 25, even pushing 30 miles per hour. So we can see the upper level clouds mostly are what's really taken over our area, though the lower level clouds do start to move in later on tonight. Winds gusting 22 miles per hour in Joplin, Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, and Carthage, 25 miles per hour in Mount Vernon. Now those are just going to continue to increase as we head into the evening hours and the overnight hours. Now, rain showers do start to kick off as early as 3 a.m. in the far western counties, but moving into more of our central, more populated areas closer to about 6 a.m. You can see that spike out in Joplin about 8 to 10 a.m. and then it starts to taper off, though we still are going to be dealing with some mist and overcast the rest of the day. So showers in the morning, still pretty windy and dreary after, but I'll have those details coming up.
Catch in a few. Future Joplin leaders joined forces today to do some park beautification. The Leadership Joplin class of 2024 pitched in at Cunningham Park for the installation of some outdoor games. Each year, the Leadership Joplin class is responsible for planning and implementing a class service project, and this year's project features the permanent installation of games such as cornhole, ping pong, horseshoes, and chess. Class members coordinated the donation of materials from area businesses and organized the installation of the games at Cunningham Park. Fort Scott announces a new home for its branch of the Department of Children and Families. They say the new building is a modern workspace designed with DCF employees and clients in mind. It's intended to provide convenient access to residents of Fort Scott and the surrounding area. Next Tuesday, the community is invited out to celebrate the service center opening with a ribbon cutting ceremony. That new building is at 10 South National Avenue. A Joplin utility makes a great big donation to a local nonprofit today. Missouri American Water presented that giant check for 25 grand to the Creative Learning Alliance to fund an interactive exhibit. The check comes as part of the American Water Charitable Foundation Workforce Readiness /STEM grant. The Bubble Monster exhibit, as it's called, is a hands-on creative experience applying both water and principles of physics. We don't have that comment, but we can tell you the Workforce Readiness /STEM education grant is part of the American Water Charitable Foundation's Keep Communities Flowing grant program. Focuses on 3 pillars of giving: water, people, and communities. Newton County kicked off its annual food basket program today. The mission of the Newton County Food Basket is to assist families during the Christmas season. A Christmas dinner and nearly 2 weeks of staples are distributed to families who need a little help to get through the holidays.
It's an incredible feeling of relief, you could say, to have a kickoff like this, $3,500. It's a nice start off for us. We look to try to get close to $40,000 in donations if we can, in cash donations, so this gets us on our way.
This year marks the 37th annual food basket event for Newton County. Residents of the Show Me State might soon run into some difficulties getting their prescriptions filled due to a pharmacist shortage. That story's coming up. Plus, we have information on how you can make Christmas a lot brighter for some area children. If you're currently taking a prescription for medication, you might soon face some difficulties in getting it filled. The nation is grappling with a growing shortage of pharmacists, and Missouri is particularly affected, ranking among the lowest in pharmacist to population ratios. Experts warn that if this issue isn't addressed soon, it could evolve into a serious public health crisis. KOIM's Lonnie Walton has that story.
Eventually, everyone will notice that there's not enough pharmacists.
Carrie Warholock is the dean at St. Louis College of Pharmacy. She says there is a significantly low enrollment for pharmacy students, particularly in Missouri.
We've analyzed all the states that touch us, and there's quite a few of them. And all those states, we looked at per capita, how many people they're getting into pharmacy school. And Missouri is next to the bottom.
Warholock says this will affect anyone on medication because it could lead to a shortage of pharmacists. But why is this?
It will be even more pronounced here in Missouri because we have an aging pharmacist workforce, and many pharmacists are eligible for retirement, and more will be in the next couple of years.
Brady Smith is a pharmacist at Alps Pharmacy in Anderson, Missouri. He isn't short currently, but he knows how it feels when he is.
It's hard not to take that home with you because you were worked for 8 or 9 hours a day, and then you go home and you're just exhausted from running around like crazy.
Warlock believes the fill is crucial, but if we don't make changes, things could get worse.
Coming up soon, the entire country is getting ready to be the underserved when it comes to pharmacists.
Smith is hopeful and says he would recommend his job to aspiring students any day.
Encourage students to get into pharmacy because it's an awesome field. You get to talk with patients every day, you get to counsel them. You're the most accessible healthcare provider, and by doing that, you really get to make a difference in patients' lives.
Reporting in Anderson, Missouri, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Warholock says there's also a need for more pharmacy technicians. She says they're vital in helping pharmacies with physical demands so the pharmacist can spend more time with the patient. A little bit later, a sign of the times pops up in Claremore, Oklahoma. That story's coming up.
And we're tracking rain showers moving in early in the morning. Those are stories coming up right after this. Well, today and yesterday have been pretty great days. However, they do come to an end because we're tracking some rain showers moving in early in the morning. Until then, we have strong wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour and clouds increasing as well. Taking a look outside downtown Joplin from our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. You can't really see the clouds increasing because it is night now. Sun sets way earlier this time of year, but you can see all of these upper level clouds pushing into our area. Now, This is not our increasing clouds. What we're looking at is outside of Nebraska, those cluster of clouds that are going to be continuing to move over into our area later on tonight and into early tomorrow morning, and that's what's bringing us our rain showers. Now, it is a cold front as well, so temperatures have been a bit warmer in the mid to upper 60s with our overnight lows in the low 50s. Tonight, getting down to just about 50 degrees with those overcast skies and those gusty winds. So rain showers start as early as 3 a.m. in the far western counties. Now, we're going to see these wind gusts continuing all the way up until the showers start to push in early in the morning. Then we're going to see a little bit of a drop, and along that boundary, we're also going to see a drop in the wind gusts. However, following just behind that frontal boundary, we see winds pick back up for Wednesday evening and even into Thursday as well, gusting up to 30 to even 40 miles per hour. So although we start the day off rainy, we don't end by midday. Unfortunately, it's going to be windy, dreary, and still a little drizzle in the afternoon, but we do start off a little bit warmer than we have these last couple of days in the lower 50s, only getting up to upper 50s by noon. It's going to be rainy for most of the morning, though it's not heavy amounts of rain in most of the storms that are passing, though still going to get a little bit of accumulation. Now, looking at our future track, we've got our upper level clouds, and then here come those lower level clouds starting to push in as early as 3 a.m. Showers following not far behind, making its way fully into our area by about 6 a.m. Yates Center, Coffeyville, Independence, all the way to Parsons, then moving into the Fort Scott area, Pittsburgh, Girard, Columbus, Oswego, all the way down to Veneta and Miami as well by about 8:30 in the morning. So this is just about when everyone's making their way to school, to work. You're going to get a lot of rainfall right along the Kansas and Missouri border, mostly on the Kansas and Oklahoma side, though right after these rain showers do shift off to the Joplin metro about 10 a.m., Nevada, Lamar area, all the way down to Seneca and Bella Vista. Those do clear out. However, right after the main line of showers move out of the area by 11:30 noon, we have mostly just a little bit of a drizzle continuing for the early afternoon hours. So this is now 1:30 p.m. We're still seeing a little bit of drizzle, some light sprinkles out there along with the overcast. Yates Center is starting to be clear, Independence, Coffeyville, sun shining out there. Then the clouds do clear out by about 6 p.m. and then we're gonna have a nice couple of days. Accumulation, unfortunately, is not a lot, anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 an inch in some areas, but really not seeing a lot of accumulation, unfortunately. Though it's not our last chance of rain, we do see more chances as we head into the weekend.
We actually need a bit more rain. I know we've gotten some lately, but still we're in a drought technically.
Definitely, we do.
Thanks. 22nd Annual Crowder College Foundation Festival of Wreaths is underway right now. This is a live look at the event in the Elsie Plaster Community Center on the Neosho campus. Hundreds of items are sold through an electronic silent auction. Also, a live in-person auction is going to begin at 6:30 p.m. in the auditorium pretty soon. Organizers say holiday wreaths and decor are the mainstay of the Festival of Wreaths, of course. But other auction merchandise includes everything from gift baskets and apparel to trips, electronics, and household items. Last year's event raised more than $95,000 for scholarships and program support. Season of Giving is going to get underway right here at KOAM soon. We're preparing to kick off our annual Toy Box Toy Drive. For 36 years, KOAM and our community partners have collected new donated toys for children in need in our area. Sign-ups are open now, and we'd like to hear from you. If you know of a family who could benefit from this toy drive, just scan this QR code for more information. Also, you'll find drop-off locations or how to donate and help brighten the holidays for some area children. Still ahead, Missouri Southern women's basketball plays its home opener, and a look at the Division II football regional rankings as Pitt State enters the final week of the regular season. John Dales has those stories and more up next. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Fiber optic cable is coming to Joplin. We're going to show you where they're breaking ground. Plus, we look into factors that could lead to fewer turkeys and higher prices this Thanksgiving. And the search continues for those missing monkeys in South Carolina, some of them anyway. We're going to have the latest. Those stories and a lot more coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Like most communities along Route 66, City of Claremore, Oklahoma is getting ready to celebrate the road's centennial. And today, the city unveiled this brand new landmark sign commemorating the celebration. The sign is the first of its kind in northeastern Oklahoma, only the second in the entire state. John Feary, the Claremore city manager, says he hopes the new sign will help draw people and money to the community. So Route 66 will celebrate its 99th birthday in almost exactly a year, and then the following year will be the entire centennial celebration.
Really
A lot of people will enjoy that.
It's exciting.
The weather getting a bit dreary the next day or so.
Yeah, the weather not so exciting. Tomorrow, rain in the morning until about noon, and then drizzle and dreariness throughout the rest of the afternoon. After that, though, we've got a good couple of days before our next chance of rain.
Look forward to that. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOIM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.